Greetings, everyone. How y'all doing today? It's Brother Anthony K. Davis coming to you live from the A. Hey, you all. Hope all is well. Today has been a really powerful day. It's been a really great experience. And I'm going to go ahead and share some of these experiences with you all here today. All right, so I'm at my home shrine here, right? So it's been really good because I was working with the mothers. This is shrine right here is dedicated to the mothers of the universe, right? So the last ritual that was performed to the mothers, Ibashe Iyami, got a message from them. There was a strong message of protection and great abundance and new change. So that was really good. The animal totem of the turtle came up, and open roads, right? And that was on one particular ritual astral cycle. So about 2 to 3 spiritual cycles after the fact came around, I was able to actually manifest another turtle. And if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see animal totem consulting dealing with the turtle. These turtles just, mysteriously be popping up. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is when you do your work and the spirit's like, we're gonna send you something, it be coming in many ways. You see what I'm saying? But since I have an animal totem of turtle, then they manifest physically, seriously. So I was blown away because the goddess really seen it. And I was like, oh man, like Ashe. You see what I'm saying? So it was a mother who actually found the turtle. You see what I'm saying? The mothers. There's the turtle, you see? And then they called me, was like, yo, got it. Like Ashe. So, when we talking about spirit and synchronicity, you see what I'm saying? It's really serious. All right. So this turtle obviously is humongous. Good God. Compared to the, several I've had before, it's really big. It's still in the shell. And so I was like, whoa, this is a big symbol of protection. You know what I'm saying? It was a real big symbol of protection. And it was like a mother warrior type energy. You see what I'm saying? That the spirits of the Iyami have came through that time. It was on some of that type of energy. You see what I mean? So, man, it was just like, wow, it really came through. So it ended up, that day was Ephi Day. The cycle came on Ephi Day. So that night was already planning to do Ephi Day, right? And so it fell on Ephi Day. So everything came out good. The turtle appeared in the Odu as well. So we talking about twice. The turtle came up in Odu. You see, followed by, I read the turtle, did an actual reading on the turtle, because you can read any forms of life, right? And a turtle came up, a wealth turtle. So it was a form of, once again, the first message that the mothers was like, hey, it was protection and abundance through new change. Okay. And that's exactly what came through. So even protection of wealth, you see what I'm saying? Protection of household, protection of one's physical vessel, and protect over one's assets, right? So it's really powerful on what we can do, y'all. And the reason why I continue to make videos when I'm able to is to share the experiences that I have. Because we need to know as social proof that these things are working. So that's why we ask for testimonies and reviews, and let's continue to build and post so we know how to go. That's our synergy. That's how we champagne, right? Also, this broom came through. It reappeared in my dream, but it was another broom. I won't say it was the exact one, but let's say the spirit of the broom came through. And it was funny because I had just was looking online. It was like an advertisement, and someone had like a video of how to make spiritual brooms. So maybe you guys can look on YouTube or Google that and find out some ways you can make your own spiritual brooms. You know, and I didn't really think about it to the extent of making my own. You see, because I always buy the ones that's already made. So for the first time, I was like, wow, okay, you know what? Yeah, adopt the science of making a broom. So that's something in the near future, you know, be another project to work on. And so that's something else you guys can do. And most definitely the broom, we already know that's a part of the course anyway. So that's nothing new, but we know that, man, that broom start popping up in your dreams is really good. So it was what I did. Well, of course, I swept physically with a physical regular broom, swept the shrine and what have you, and then I still go ahead and sweep this, you know, spirit broom. You see, so that was really good. Also, one thing I really kept from that article was that, especially for us, for all the fellas, it was saying like men, like it's like a superstition, right? Where men don't be in front of the broom while a woman's sweeping because she can sweep them on up out of there or just sweep negative energy onto you. So you don't walk around and be in front of people while they're sweeping. Don't sweep their feet. You know what I'm saying? Don't just measly touch the broom. So I was like, okay, that's something new. Kind of learned from the article. So you guys can check some more information out like that. All right. So that's cool. More results. You see. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a guided demonstration on what these altar setup is and what it means, what it represents. All right. Okay. So here is the bone set that I use to cast oracle bones. Right. They're really, really good. I like them. These are new. Yes, welcome to the shrine. Okay, so this represents, bones represent many things. It represents life and death, but like life through death, right? Okay, so we're able to speak really good, especially since it was a physical entity that lived on the earth. You know, it's encoded in DNA. You're able to really communicate. You know, the ancient Egyptians used to keep, you know, all the bones of the great kings and queens and different parts of their inner bodies, you know, the organs, and kept them sacred for reasons. You see, even with certain animals going with them, certain things like that for many spiritual readings. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this is not crazy or evil. It's just spiritual science because we are dealing with the science of death. We really truly are. You see, so now, so this is an oracle in itself. These all read. All right. I usually use a set of 4. Okay. And then eventually I do some more with a set of 8. Okay. Now, right here, these 3 coins here are the I Ching coins. So if you see these represent different things, kind of like just look at it like a penny, like heads and tails. You see? And what you do is you cast these 6 times. And from these 6 times, each time I'll write down a certain special marking. And after that marking, it comes a message. So this is how this works, like the 3 coins of the I Ching. You see? So you will get a whole, you know, like mythology or proverb dealing with the character, right? Pure wisdom. So, and particularly for the main set, as many with the I Ching, as many books and many things you can learn and develop with that. This is what they call like a Ubuntu compass, where it just goes through different variations in one's life, you know, tied into the feng shui. Okay. And then here we have our, what I call like Chinese animal tarot cards. You see, but they're really from this dragon oracle deck. And, you know, you can pick a card and say, boom. Okay, so this is the card of the rooster. You see what I'm saying? You can do the traditional consensual breakdown, spreads, 1 card pool, emperor spread, all that you can do with this one. I've even recently started letting people choose their own card when I pull up the animal totem, and then they end up pulling their own very own animal totem right in the deck. You see what I'm saying? Let the client divine too, to show once again more social proof. All right. Okay, let's see now. Oh yeah, let's go to here. We have, the turtle shells, the 13 shells, which y'all should see in some of the videos or really get familiar with this. Orakan. You see, so I have a set of 13 shells, really, really hard to get, really, really rare. And was able to come across this and learn the science properly to do these things, pure off a channel and training. So it's really good. So the Orakan, which represents Oracle King, is where these shells can perform several forms of divination. Okay, and it's dealing with the science of the solar 13. So we're dealing with all tones when it comes to this residential universe. All right. Now, even you just see the turtle itself, it still has 13, on them. You see. So, yep. All right. Now, hey man. All right. Now you have the birds, the wings of the birds, and this is a form of divination as well. As far as what you'll do is you'll be able to read them based off how they fall. So for just sample, I do it one hand. You do a read based off how they fall and based off depending if you're using this type of divination. So this is another form of divination, which would be better with two hands, just doing with the one. All right, so that's a flight. That's another form of animal totem divining. Also with the shells, I can cast them into the water, which this is rainwater, which I collect frequently. Clean the house with, you can make water, do certain stuff. Don't really like bathe in it or anything. Or of course drink it, but just use it for different things like that. It's more so spirit.